So with that being said, guys, we are gonna move and we are gonna go right back, and we are gonna talk Canada. We're gonna talk Canada, Honduras. I left that one for last, and I did so for a reason, because Canada are now the top team in CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers, and we got to give him the credit. We got to give him the respect that they truly deserve. And we scroll down here, Honduras 0 at San Pedro Sula, Canada 2. God damn. Big up to all the Canadian fans watching this right about now. I told you guys in November that you're going to the World Cup. I told you. Some Canadian fans, Dom, I think you've been a bit too hasty. I'm not being hasty. I've been analyzing this thing from the start. At first, I didn't predict Canada to make it. And then after what I saw at the Gold Cup, I'm like, Canada qualifying. Canada are qualifying. And for this game, even without Phonzie, even without the boy Phonzie, I'm like, Canada's winning. It was a gutsy call, but I said Canada's winning the game. Like the video. Smash up the thumbs up button for that prediction. That was a quality prediction. That was quality. Canada 2, Honduras 0. Tajon Buchanan with the wizardry in the 10th minute. Daniel Maldonado headed into his own net. They're so good, they make you score on yourself. Quality stuff there by Tajon Buchanan. Cannon. Just call it Cannon, man. Listen, man, deadly. Look, before we do get into the whole analysis of the game, Jonathan David in the 73rd minute as well, we just take a quick look at the lineups. Let's talk lineups here. We have lineups for Canada: Milan Boyan, Alistair Johnson, Sam Adukudbe, Stephen Vittoria, and Tajon Buchanan there, along with Scott Kennedy. Samuel Piat, who had to get substituted very early on in the game. Junior Hoylett, Atiba Hutchinson, the captain. Kyle Larin, who I think could have been a lot better in the game. And Jonathan David. Off the bench, Kamal Miller, Liam Fraser with that killer pass. Big up to Liam Fraser. Lucas Cavallini looked good at the end of the game there as well. Jonathan Osorio and Richie Larea. Guys, what's very, very lovely to see about Canada is the depth. It's just the depth. You telling me you have Steven Estacio on the bench, Mark Anthony Kay on the bench, not needing them? You telling me you have Ike Ugbo on the bench, not needing him? Nah. This is unreal, man. Canada's qualifying for the World Cup. Canada's qualifying for the World Cup. And they get closer to that with picking up 3 points against Honduras on the road. The concern for Canada at the beginning of these World Cup qualifiers were, okay, they might not do well on the road. They might not do well in Central America. They may not do well in Jamaica. They just might not do well on their travels, right? But Canada remains the only unbeaten team in World Cup qualifiers as we speak. For CONCACAF, of course, right? So let's go and let's check out Canada's journey so far, and then we talk a bit about the game, right? So we go all the way back here to September. 1-1 against Honduras. I think they were a bit too cautious. 1-1 against the USA. Cautious again. But good. They picked up points. They destroyed El Salvador at home. Picked up a point in Mexico. God damn, Canada. Something we thought you wouldn't be able to pull off. You did. Picked up a point in Jamaica as well. So that's out of the first 5 matches, 3 of them on the road. Canada picking up 3 points, not losing. Then at home is where they did the business. 4-1 over Panama, destroyed. 1-0 over Costa Rica. 2-1 over Mexico of all teams. And the 4th road match, I made the call. I was convinced of what I've seen from Canada, and I predicted them to win the game, and they did so. You could see they have the USA coming up next. It's going to be a tough game, but they'll fancy their chances of getting something. El Salvador, Costa Rica, Jamaica, and Panama to finish off proceedings. Okay? They have 3 road games left. They would need to replicate what they did against Honduras. But I think Canada would be fine. 4 points would put them to 23 points. I think that'll be enough to get to Qatar, in my opinion. But let's see. Let us see. They should beat El Salvador. They should beat Jamaica, in my opinion. It's going to be tough to play against Canada. Let's talk about this game. Canada 2, Honduras 0. Credit to Honduras as well. Hernan Dario Gomez, Bolilo have had a rough time. 4 games in charge, 4 losses, 3 in World Cup qualifiers. He might get his ass sacked too, if you ask me. But John Herdman would be a happy man here. He would be a happy man. Okay? Because at the beginning of the World Cup qualifiers, we never expected Canada to do this well. I expected them to do well, but not this well. 9 games unbeaten. Wow. Wow. You take a look at the Honduran 11 here. Luis Lopez in goal. Maldonado, Figueroa, the captain. Just recognizable names, you know, Quioto and Elise with Anthony Lozano, who does play in La Liga up top. And they did have the firepower to hurt Canada in Lozano, Quioto, and Elise. Elise was a nuisance. Quioto got in on, you know, a few occasions. Lozano had a shot saved as well. Milan Boyan was a busy man. Was a very, very busy man. The goal came in the 10th minute. Tajon Buchanan with the magic. The cross put in inadvertently in his own net by Maldonado. And there was a good breakaway in the 16th minute by Canada. Kyle Larin, poor decision making, failed to tee up his teammate. That should have been 2-0. Canada, very, very, very dangerous. They look very, very dangerous at the start of the game. And I wrote down dangerous like Grammar Zone. Guys, just do a quick Google search for Grammar Zone and you'll see what I'm saying. Grammar Zone. You see exactly what I'm talking about. But they were really good in the first 20 minutes, though. Piat had to come off injured after he was taken out. Nothing was given for that tackle as well. I was so surprised. The Jamaican, referees. I was so surprised that nothing was given. Liam Fraser was brought on. That wasn't probably meant to happen. Boyan, he had to beat Quioto to a long ball in the 43rd minute, and things got a bit tense at the back end of the first half there for Canada, where Boyan lost another ball and it almost ended up in the back of the net, had to be cleared away. So Canada leading at halftime, and Honduras were getting themselves back in the game at the back end of the first half there. So look, 56th minute, Jonathan David versus Maino Figueroa. Luis Lopez saved. Gotta give it to Jonathan Davis, man. Outfoxing the veteran there. 59th minute, Anthony Lozano with a header saved by the goalkeeper there, Milan Boyan, who I think was very, very good on the day, man. Elise with the cross. Elise was dangerous in the match. He's having a good season for Bordeaux after moving from the Portuguese league to the French league. He's moving up. Honduras looked very dangerous from the 46th to the 65th minute. So the entire first part of the second half, Honduras looked really, really good. Arriaga had a header saved by Boyan, who was the busier of the two goalkeepers in the second half. But then against the run of play, Canada ended up scoring a goal in the 73rd minute there by Jonathan David. Brilliant ball by Liam. I'm getting a call here. Liam Fraser. I don't know. I don't know why these, that's what happens when you use your phone as your DJ, you know what I'm saying? Because my MacBook Pro actually cranked out on me. The screen cranked out and I have it hooked up to the TV. So it's all the way over there, man. You know what I mean? Anyways, so pardon me there. Great ball by Liam Fraser up to Jonathan David, who was in his own half when that nice lofted ball was put in, right in behind, and chipped the goalkeeper Luis Lopez, who was actually coming off of his line there to try to get the ball. Brilliant goal, celebrated. He knew the game was won for Canada, and there's no way Honduras could have actually come back. Remember last November, Honduras had a 2-0 lead against Panama and blew it. Panama ended up winning the game 3-0. So yeah, Honduras have been very, very poor, man. You got to give it to John Herdman for the subs he made as well. He made the subs at the right time, and it paid off. One forced sub but the other substitutions were pretty much spot on. I have to say, John Herdman tactics were a lot better than Hernan Dario Gomez on the day, and John Herdman, team prevailed. Look, I think where Honduras went wrong in this game, at least did hit the crossbar. Boyan was a busy man, as I mentioned, and let's take a look at the stats here. You could see that they outshot Canada 14-7. Both had 3 on target. They had most of the ball as well. But Canada played smart football. Canada knew that Honduras were in a desperate position and they would need to really come out of their shell and take the game to Canada if they are to get something. So seeing that they would be overly aggressive, all Canada needed to do was sit back, defend, and then take the chances whenever they presented themselves, and that is exactly what they did. They weren't overly tame in the game. They had their moments where they did go forward, and when they did so at in devastating manner. So you got all Fox. Bolilo got out Fox by John Herdman. Really got out Fox. You know what I mean? And talking about Fox, you know what I mean? John Herdman. Is a sheep, fox, wolf. But look, anyways, man, well done to Canada. I think they'll qualify for the World Cup, of course, without a doubt. They now go up to 19 points. 15 goals scored, only 5 conceded. Best attack, best defense so far in CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. For Honduras, it ain't going to happen at all. It's done. Their next game's coming up right now. El Salvador, they would have to win that game. USA, they're not winning that game, guys. They're not. Panama, that's going to be tough. Mexico, they're not winning that game. Doesn't matter where it's played. It could be played on the moon. They're not winning it. And then against Jamaica, in Jamaica, that one's going to be tough as well. So Honduras pretty much knocked out, if you ask me. And for Canada, they have some tough matches coming up. Next game is against the USA. Then they do have El Salvador, lighter match, who they push aside on the first leg. And they do have Costa Rica, desperate for points. Jamaica, who should then be out of World Cup qualifying by then. And against Panama, who would definitely be fighting for points in the final game. So it's going to be tough, but I like the way the World Cup qualifying have really, really shaped up. Enjoy the game yesterday. The games yesterday. It was hard following the matches being played all at the same time. But, it's the grind, man. It's the grind.